Every now and then you come across a cocktail from a world-renowned bar that you've never been able to visit but always have wanted to. And that's what today's cocktail is. Today's cocktail is the Sleeping Lotus, and it comes to us from Hale Pele in Portland, Oregon. And when a drink comes from a bar with a reputation like Hale Pele, the first taste really carries some weight with it, and you're not just evaluating the recipe, you're kind of wondering what it represents. So before even picking up the glass, the name alone kind of sets the tone, right? Like Sleeping Lotus, it suggests something that's restrained and quiet, but not a drink that's trying to overwhelm you, but one that kind of just wants your attention and that feels very much in line with what Hale Pele's broader reputation is. So Hale Pele opened in 2012 in Portland, taking over the space that was previously occupied by the Tiki bar Thatch. And early on, it was framed as a continuation sort of Portland's existing Tiki theme, Tiki thread, if you will, but it had a noticeably deeper focus. It wasn't about kitsch really for kitsch's sake. It was about commitment. And from the beginning, Hale Pele really leaned hard into classic exotica, the cocktails, rum education, and immersive atmosphere, all at a time when modern Tiki was kind of reviving itself. It was still finding its footing at that point. And the bar is closely associated with Blair Reynolds, a Portland bartender and longtime Tiki enthusiast and owner of the now very well-regarded BG Reynolds, who I featured on this channel before. And even before Hale Pele opened, Blair was deeply involved in the Tiki and craft cocktail world, teaching, researching, building menus, and contributing to the broader conversation around what modern Tiki really could be. And Hale Pele itself, it wasn't apologetic. It leaned fully into a themed space and had a serious cocktail program. It was something that helped define really what a new school Tiki bar could look like when it takes the category and itself seriously. And another important chapter in Hale Pele's story involves Martin Cate, best obviously known for Smuggler's Cove. So Reynolds sold his stake in Hale Pele to Martin Cate, and that Cate-Reynolds overlap places Hale Pele squarely kind of at the crossroads of modern Tiki history. And if you step back far enough, Hale Pele really does matter just even outside the Tiki world, because it sits at a very specific intersection of that post-2000s craft cocktail world with full unapologetic Tiki world building in a city with a strong cocktail identity, meaning it had to win on execution and not just novelty. And by the 2010s, Hale Pele was drawing national attention and appearing on best Tiki bar lists, and love them or hate them, cementing it as a true destination bar, not only in Tiki, but in the cocktail world at large. And that brings us back to today's cocktail, the Sleeping Lotus. I found this drink originally on Difford's Guide, and I saw where it was from, so I did a lot more research, and that's what today's episode is really all about. This cocktail, never had it before, but just looking at the ingredients, it should be a crisp, refreshing cocktail. So everybody, let's make the Sleeping Lotus. So we will start with 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 3/4 of an ounce of orgeat, 2 dashes of Angostura orange bitters, and 2 ounces of the Dingle gin. We will then shake this drink with ice and strain into a chilled Collins glass filled with fresh ice. And the garnish will be mint. And with that, the Sleeping Lotus comes together. So on the first sip, I lied, technically, I took 2 sips. Nothing really dominates. Nothing is overpowering. The gin and the lemon juice and that orgeat really all work in tandem. That little bit of hint of the orange bitters. It's just a super crisp, refreshing drink. If you think about it, it's really a tropical gin and tonic, right? You're swapping out the tonic water for lemon juice and orange bitters and that orgeat. And that little bit of cream with the orgeat really, I think, takes it to the next level. And it's such a delicious, crisp drink. It's something that you can have year-round, don't get me wrong. But it's a summer drink. It really is something that I could feel like sitting out on my patio at, when it's 90 degrees out or whatever, and it's just gonna be super refreshing, and it's not gonna be super heavy. It's not gonna be overly sweet. It's not gonna be a sugar bomb. It's just something that you can sit out there and relax. And I think that's where this drink really falls. It's a relaxing drink, right? Only a few ingredients, not hard to make. Absolutely fantastic. Those flavors just come together. So the bartender who created this, Sierra Kirk from Hale Pele, kudos to you. This drink is absolutely fantastic. Definitely adding it to kind of the rotation I have here at my home bar. So yeah, great drink. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments kind of what you thought of the drink. If you've had this drink, if you've been to Hale Pele, unfortunately I never have been to Hale Pele, but if you've been there, let me know what you thought of it. I have friends who live in that area who swear by it. So, but yeah, so that all being said, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Akole Maluna, cheers, and enjoy.